It's your boy Jay Wash. I wanted to take the time out to do this quick mini cast right quick. Definitely not sticking with that name. We're going to find something catchier, something more in line with the brand. But nevertheless, so I just finished watching Malcolm and Marie, and these two were definitely crazy. Huge kudos to Zendaya and John David Washington for their outstanding performances in these roles. Like, you couldn't have casted these roles any better, and you actually felt their performance, because we've all been in one of those toxic relationships like that at some point in our life. I thought the movie did an outstanding job of highlighting the intense fragility of relationships we don't talk about. When you get on social media, everyone wants to portray that picture perfect life, but nobody sees the struggle that some of these relationships deal with. And I think this movie was excellent in highlighting that sometimes love isn't enough. These two were the classic definition of a toxic relationship, highlighting the highs and lows of narcissistic behavior that's fueled by dependency and a dependent partner that wants to feel loved. It was a never-ending cycle of breaking each other down and building each other up, and that's honestly not it for me, Chief. This movie definitely showed why therapy is important, because both of them were damaged individuals before they got in their respective relationship. And now you mean to tell me two negatives are supposed to equal a positive? Them math teachers definitely lied to y'all. One thing I definitely learned in therapy is that when you're having arguments and you see how the situation is going, take a minute to step back and be like, babe, I see this is about to get worse. Let's take a minute, cool off, collect ourselves, and talk about this with a level head. Because you don't want to say something you don't mean in the heat of the moment. You can't take those words back. And your partner will definitely remind you that each and every time y'all get into an argument. The problem with the therapeutic idea I just shared is that handling arguments nowadays is trying to compromise, and that compromise is actually considered losing the argument, and you're sacrificing your pride or trying to prove your point. Y'all need to pick and choose your battles, because otherwise that constant nagging and always needing to be right to prove a point is definitely going to drive your partner away. And next thing you know, you're going to be sitting at home with a white face, red nose, looking stupid, saying, I wish I did this differently. The best yet simplest line Marie said was, just don't take me for granted. As simple as it is, it's so powerful. We tend to take for granted what we think we have and realize it when it's too late. For those of y'all in that situation, take a step back and ask yourself, is this worth my time, my mental, my physical effort? If it is, then do what you need to do to fix your situation. If it's not conducive to your life and it's stressful, then walk away from it and have a peace of mind, because that's the greatest feeling that you can have when leaving any negative situation, is a goddamn peace of mind. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk today. I hope it shined a different perspective on handling relationships. Biggest thing I can say is, if it's for you to work it out and you can't work it out, then go ahead and do it. Because you don't want to be out in these streets during the pandemic trying to find your little pudding. Thanks again, Jay Wash out.